Okay, so we have a check engine code. Funny sound coming from the engine. Let's see what the codes give us. Scan. One code. Okay, what is the code? P0410. So, let's go find out exactly what it is. So there is the secondary air pump right there. And I've reinstalled the replacement one. And now we're just going to connect it in. Let's see what happens. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What's going on here? Well, folks, that's interesting because I got my keys in the pocket. So there is nothing in the ignition, therefore I should not be getting power to this just like that. So let's find out what's going on. Yeah, okay, got an idea. It's probably right in that little box right there. So in there is your RCM relay. So the relay control module, and on it, it has the air pump relay. And I'll bet you that it needs to be checked. So we will check that out right now. So take this out carefully. And what I'll do is, as best practice, I'm just going to go and disconnect the negative wire right here, and just as a safety precaution, we don't want to blow any fuses or anything else like that, cause any problems. So we'll be right back in a second after I disconnect that. Okay, so to take out your RCM, here it is right there. This is really control module box right there. All you do is disconnect each one of these. Sorry, try not to get in your way here. Each one of these clips, pry them off. And you don't have to try to remember where each one of them go when you come back, because they're all different, as you can see right here. Okay, some have double layers, some have 2 pins, 3 pins, 5 pins, and 4 pins. So you don't have to remember anything like that. So one of the things you can do is check your fuses all up here, make sure that all your fuses are fine. And after we've done that, we'll take a look at inside, make sure that the relays are fine themselves. So let's go to the bench, have a look. All right, so we're at the bench. We're going to test out this the RCM. We're going to test out the fuses first, and then we'll progress on forwards. First off, this will be a complete basic tutorial, because I'm going to teach. Maybe some of you don't know how to test a fuse, okay? And that's okay. Don't worry about it. We're all here to learn, and the more information we have, the more we can take care of our own vehicles without having to go to a dealership or a shop. Or if you feel comfortable, if you don't feel comfortable doing this, by all means, ask a friend or take it to a shop. It's entirely up to you. Now, there's a couple of different multimeters that you can use. You can use your standard multimeter that has all the gauges there. You got your volts, you got your amps, your continuity, everything's on there. But not everybody feels comfortable in finding out, okay, well, which shedding do I put it in and which plug do I put it in? So you know what? I went out and I found this really cool little item here. It's by Mastercraft, and it's a smart multimeter. Okay, see that? It figures everything out for you automatically. So it's like a little computer in there, and it'll tell you. It'll figure out which shedding to put it on, all by itself. So all you got to do is just plug your pins, okay, and this is connected right here, okay, right to the unit. Turn it on, and then all you do is just touch your fuses, and on the fuses, I'll tell you where to go and touch them. On the sides here, let's see if we can get that into focus. Okay, on the sides right there, you see that? Right there on top, there's that little metal pin right there. That's where you're going to go and touch. One on this side, one on this side. Then you move on to the next. And with this little multimeter, what's fun is it's going to beep if it's good. If it doesn't beep, it means the fuse is blown. So let's get this back into focus. There we go. And let's just go here. Doesn't matter which side the red one or the black one. That's good. 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 So, perfect. We know that those fuses are all good. Now, let's say you don't have one of these. Okay? And is there another way of testing out your fuses? Absolutely. Okay, so just pry one off. Let's bring that into focus here. Okay, a little too bright. There we go. That's what we want. Okay, so let me grab my little pointer here. So where's my pointer? Right there. Okay, so you see this little U-shaped pin that's inside of the fuse? Okay, if that is broken anywhere between there and there, if it's broken somewhere, it's not going to send the current to the other side. Therefore, it's going to give a break. That's called a blown fuse. So on this one, you can see, okay, it's all complete. There's no broken parts in there at all. It's all one piece. So that's the visual inspection. So just put that guy back in. Okay. Now, focus again. iPhone 5S. Hey, nothing but the best for this show. Anyways, now what you want to do is go in and open this. Remove the relay component from the outer box. So with that, you can use, very simply, a couple of combs. Okay, just go on the insides, open it up. Okay, one there. Go on this guy as well. This side will be a little more. There we go. Okay, and then just pop it open. There you go. See how easy that was? The other thing you can also do is if you have these trim remover sets, which I highly recommend everybody should have, because anybody working on their cars, this is great to remove any type of dash components, for example. It's made out of heavy-duty nylon, and it will not scratch. It will not damage. And that's important because you don't want to be using a screwdriver or a knife to open this guy up. Reason is, you don't want to be scratching anywhere in here. So when you're using either the pry bars, you're coming up, you're going inside here, and you're just lifting it up. And on the other side, there's all your relays. Same thing in here. You want to come around here and pry it up as well. That way there you're not going to do any type of damage. So let's go right here. This is the relay for the secondary air pump. So let's have a look. First off, let's have a look and compare some of the other pins. Okay, see if we can get in there. Okay, so you see, right about in there, you want to look for anything black or anything with a dusty leftovers on them. This one looks great. That one is great. That one's great. That one is, ooh, look at that, folks. Look at that. Let's see if we can get in there. Okay. That one is burnt. You can see the shiny brass is no longer shiny. It's been burnt. So that's why the secondary air pump keeps going off even without the key in there. So what do? Well, it's simple. You take this guy off, order yourself a new one, and pop it in. Now, to do that, you're going to have to unsolder a couple of pins that are holding it down. Okay, and while you're at it, have a look at your three main soldering points for the RCM themselves. Okay, these are known to be bad, soldered improperly at manufacturing level. And I'll tell you, even if you go out and buy a brand new RCM, complete unit like that, and there's a number, okay, it doesn't make much difference, because I'll tell you, I had a couple of these brand spanking new come to me after 1 month, and people said, I'm still having a no crank, no start issue. So I open it up, and there you go. These three sets of pins, the 2 pins there, 2 pins there, 2 pins there. And basically the pins were not soldered properly, so the pins are sticking up. Let's pretend this is the pin. Here's the solder. The solder should be completely like this on top. Okay? Bad example, but anyways. But in this case, exaggerating, the pin's like that, and the solder doesn't make contact anymore. The solder doesn't make contact, car won't crank, car won't start. So just make sure you resolder those little guys right there. But for the issue that I have, I'm going to have to order one of these little relay control modules and take this one out and replace it. So I hope this helps some of you into understanding the P0410 code and how to, even if it's just how to check out a fuse. I mean, it's all information and education and learning how to do a few simple things that anybody can do at home. I hope you liked the video. Please click on the like button and make sure to subscribe. More videos to come. Take care, guys.